Some interesting facts for today. Foreigners cannot buy houses or lots in the Philippines. It's according to the law. So, let me read that out loud for you. Foreign nationals may buy condominium units in the Philippines as long as not more than 40% of the units in a project are acquired by these foreigners. It is called the Condominium Act. Philippine real estate law does not allow outright ownership of real property by foreign nationals. Filipinos and former Filipino citizens and Philippine majority owned corporations are permitted to own land, buildings, condominiums, and townhouses. Former natural born Filipinos can own property in the Philippines subject to limitations prescribed by Philippine Republic Act 8179 or residential property up to 1,000 square meters of urban land or 1 hectare of rural land. And Batas Pambansa. What's the English of Batas? Law, country law, executive law. 185, business property 5,000 square meters of urban land or 3 hectares of rural land. So that's a lot of numbers. If you want to know more, it's in sydneypcg.dfa.gov.ph. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. So why am I discussing this? Why am I saying this? What's the purpose of me talking to you about this? Well, I am about to show you our previous most recent trip in Aduna Beach Villas. Behind me are the clients of Boss Jave. We are in Aduna at the Aduna Beach shoreline. That is the clubhouse with swimming pool. We are about to go to the boardwalk to see the wonderful views of the sea and the subdivision itself. These are houses and lots by MLD Dream Builders. These are the developers owned by the Duranos, I think. And I saw a foreign national living there. He's a foreigner. So what I'm thinking, since they cannot buy properties here in the Philippines, or they cannot buy lots, I think they can buy a house, but where will you put the house on? So you should put it on a lot. And since they cannot buy a lot, I am almost sure they got married to a Filipina. That is the most valid reason that they were able to live in that beach villa. And he was so polite. He was greeting us. Aduna Beach Villas is now on its second phase. Phase 1 was already sold out. They started selling that way back in 2018. And phase 2 just started this year. They have townhouses. They have single detached. And these single detached have 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedroom units. These are loft types. Very gorgeous house and lots. I have one commenter by the name of Scotty Brown, and in one of my videos, he asked me where I am or if I'm okay. I'm thinking he's a foreigner. So, foreigner, not a Filipino. Maybe probably living in the Philippines. I don't know. But hey there. Hey man. I'm here. Thank you for asking. And when I read that comment several days back, I thought to myself, why not make a video about foreigners? And this is the best video that I could think of, telling you guys how you can buy or cannot buy properties in the Philippines. One other way that you guys can also buy a property here is through a corporation, wherein you get to own 40% of the corporation before you can buy a certain property. I know that some of these corporations have Pinoy dummies, Filipino representatives, but they serve as dummies for the corporation. They don't do anything, or they don't have any functions aside from the fact that they are in the property, just so they get to own 60% of the property. Now I don't know. I am my mouth is shut. Who these properties or who these corporations are, but I've heard some stories. So let's keep it at that. Going back to Aduna, if ever you want to buy that property or that house, if ever you are interested in a beach villa, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can. I am not going to give you a Pinay or a Pinoy to marry. I don't know how that works. Maybe you can, swipe right or swipe left in some app and find a gorgeous Cebuana or a hunk Cebuano to marry in order to buy a beach villa. Phase 2 is about 200 meters from the shoreline. So it's differently designed from the classic wooden beach villa of phase 1. Phase 2 will now be more concrete because it's beside the sea. And when we got to the house in phase 1, most of the wooden floors there do not look so good. It got beaten by the sea and the sand and the salt. So I think that's why the new design of phase 2 is now more concrete. It's a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray in that design compared to the phase 1 where there were a lot of browns. So you get to feel that cottage vibes in phase 1. Phase 2, phase 1, although it's facing the sea, it's facing the shoreline, they have a pool. Phase 2, they have a pool and a parks and playground, which phase 1 does not have, the parks and playground. So this is the definite improvement of the phase 2. Thank you for watching and listening. This is the end. We are nearing the end of the video or the podcast. Why am I saying podcast? Because as I'm listening to the playback, it sounds very good. The mic sounds very good and perfect for podcasts. So it's a good thing that I talk too much in this video and not put any so much B-roll. And let me know what do you want to talk about or what do you want me to talk about in the comments. Foreign land, we've covered that today. How about in the next video we talk about let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye. See ya.